The Chicago Bears' chances to make the playoffs just shot up tremendously after their latest win over the Giants as they moved to 6-3 on the season. Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below and make sure to hit the bell icon so you are notified every time I drop a new video. So, guys, we're 6-3 on the season. And I thought this was kind of cool. All right, taking a look at the Bears' playoff chances. They now have a 56% chance of making the playoffs this season. All right, so they are having a better than 50-50 shot of making the postseason. This is according to playoffstatus.com. They say that the Bears have a 56% chance of making the playoffs with a 44% chance, of course, of not making it. And they also say the Bears have a 27% chance of winning a playoff game, 11% chance of getting to the NFC Championship game, 5% chance of making it to the Super Bowl, and a 2% chance of winning it all. Now, I'm not going to get ahead of myself here. Obviously, going into this season, to me, it wasn't even as much about wins and losses as it was about the development of Caleb Williams and finding out if he is the real deal, which he is, and Ben Johnson, if he is the elite head coach that we hired him to be, he is. It was more about that. But, you know, I thought, hey, the Bears definitely have a chance here to do something. And at 6-3 right now, not only are the playoffs in sight, you have the division up for grabs, okay? The NFC North is an absolute gauntlet, but the Bears are right in the thick of things here. You know, you obviously have the Packers, Bears, and Lions all separated by a game or less than. And so this back half of the season is going to be so crucial here. And so when I take a look at the Bears' playoff chances, to me, obviously you got the division, right? But let's say you don't win the division, right? The Lions win it or the Packers win it. What are you looking at as far as the other teams that could be potentially competing with you for the wild card spot? And to me, I'm not worried about the NFC East. It's just the Eagles who are going to win that division, and then Cowboys, Commanders, Giants all cooked. All right, as in they're done. Then we take a look at the NFC South. Bucks are, I think, winning that division, though the Panthers have put up a fight. But I'm not, scared of the Panthers, Falcons, or the Saints. All right, to me, all three of those teams are not real threats. The real division to look at is the NFC West, in which you have the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Niners, okay? And so the Bears are really going to be competing with the two teams that don't win that division, right? So if, let's say right now, the Seahawks win that division or the Rams do, you'll have the 49ers or the Rams or the Seahawks or one of those two teams competing with the Bears for the wild card spot. So it's really about, can you beat out the Seahawks? Can you beat out the Rams? Or can you beat out the 49ers? And so to me, when I take a look at those three teams, the Seahawks have been unbelievable, man. I'll be honest. I'm waiting for them to come back down to earth. Sam Darnold has been playing incredible football. He's been one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL this season. To me, I'm more scared of the Rams and the Niners. And so to me, if you ask me, I'm thinking, hey, I think in the back half of the season, I think the Seahawks do fall back down to earth a little bit. And so to me, I think the Rams win this division. And I think we're competing with the Seahawks and the Niners for the wild card spot. And I'm definitely going to take the Niners as more of a threat with Kyle Shanahan and that coaching staff and how elite they are. And of course, you got Christian McCaffrey on that team. Again, not to select the Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba has been incredible, arguably the best receiver in football this year. So you're really competing against the NFC West as far as a wild card spot. But yeah, if you ask me right here, right now, what happens at the end of the season predicted, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Bears claim a wild card spot. That's what I'm going to say. But the back half of this division, this back half of the schedule for the Bears is an absolute gauntlet. We got both the Packers game. We play the Vikings. We play the Lions. You got the Eagles. You got the Browns, who are a good defense. You have the Steelers. These are tough games here. All right. So the Bears have done a great job putting themselves in position to be able to afford a few losses right along the way, being at 6-3. But certainly, you definitely cannot afford too many of them. And so it'll be a great test to see what the Bears can do. But yeah, do I believe they can make a wild card spot? I do. If the Bears defense is just able to be average or serviceable, especially their back half, their secondary, and even their pass rush, actually. I should say all of it, because they haven't been that good. If they're able to be average, if DA, Dennis Allen, is able to squeeze every ounce out of this defense and make them average, I believe that is the key for the Bears to make a wild card spot. Because I'm not worried about the offense. Not worried about Caleb, not worried about Ben Johnson. They will take care of the offense. Special teams, obviously, always a wild card with every team, really. It's really the defense. So if the defense is able to be average, I believe the Bears will make a wild card spot. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.